Got him. Good morning, everyone. James from Junkyard Fox. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, it is officially dove season, and I have not hunted dove in over 9 years, so I'm far overdue. So I am in this area. You've seen me camping here a couple of times before, and one thing I haven't shown in the videos is that if you travel about half a mile to the east, there's actually some kind of man-made water source, like a big puddle for the cattle in this area. But of course, that water source is going to attract other wildlife. I was here about a month ago scouting for bullfrogs. Zero luck with bullfrogs, but I did notice there was a ton of doves in that area. So I kept that in mind, and now's the time. So fingers crossed, we got ourselves some dinner for later on today. And of course, I did bring my 12-gauge shotgun. You haven't seen this guy on the channel for a couple of years, but we have it now. Got some bird shot. So as always, thank you so much for joining me. Let's get started. Here we go. This is it. And this isn't just some puddle from the recent rains either. I've noticed this place since November of last year, so it's here year round. I'm sure this is man-made once again for the cattle in this area. And of course, this water source is going to be an oasis for all the desert animals. So yeah, last time I was here, there was just doves all over these trees. It was just a ton of them. And yeah, it seems a little quiet now, but I don't know, I'm confident that they're still around. I don't know if you could hear, there's already mooing off in the distance. But yeah, I was convinced that there'd be a lot of bullfrogs here, and sadly there was not a single one, or at least I didn't find or hear any, so yeah, no luck with the frogs here. So I hit a bit of a snag. Soon as I got to the water source, I noticed that the ranch hands were bringing some cattle to drink some water. So obviously I can't hunt there for safety reasons, or even hunt in the area because of course the shots are going to be spooking the cattle or the horses. And so I'm just going to start making my way back to my vehicle, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I can run across some doves in this area. There's a lot of mesquite and stuff like that. So they are out here too. They're going to be more congregated around water, but I'll take what I can get. So fingers crossed we get some dove action along the way, and if not, well, we tried. So let's get to it. Okay, I just shot one, and I saw him fall somewhere up here in this area. I did see him fall, so I'm fairly certain I got him. Damn it. Feathers. Oh. Got him. Right on the breast. But it was fairly high, so I don't think I destroyed much of the meat. Oh man. First dove hunt of 2025. I've not hunted doves since like 2017. So it's exceedingly difficult to hunt and film at the same time. I am filming solo today, so realistically, I'm just gonna have to put the camera away and just focus on the hunt because I'm missing some good opportunities carrying both things at once. And in case I do have any luck, I'll bring you guys back. Got another one. Two already. So I've been out here for about 2.5 hours. It's about 10:30 a.m. and it is getting hot as we approach the afternoon. So I did harvest these two beautiful doves, and I am by myself, so two is enough for me. I don't like to get greedy. You are taking a life. I don't want to sound like a stereotype, but you are taking a life, and we are forever grateful for these animals who have given their life for my sustenance. And yeah, I'm going to process these guys. I'm going to show you guys how I process them. It's been 9 years once again, so I may be a little rusty, but I remember. So I'm going to show you guys how I process these guys, and then from there, I'm going to go home, relax, cool off, and then I'll come back before sunset, and we'll cook them up out here. So once again, very grateful for these birds. Keep in mind that they are already dead, so they're not suffering in case this starts looking a little gnarly. But we're going to twist off their wings. Just got to twist them. Basically, the only edible part of a dove really is the breast. That's the only substantial meat. Also, like the heart and all that. But the heart and the gizzard, those are tiny, tiny things. So don't, that's more of a little delicacy than anything, but yeah, you just got to turn it. Okay, I'm going to twist the head off as well. And then I'm going to pluck the feathers from its belly. And it starts to expose the breast. Now that I did that, you'll see that there's like a little groove down here. Let me see. Right, you see where my finger? There's a groove right there, almost like it's meant for a handhold. And you're gonna squeeze in there and pull up. And that all at the top, that's all the breast and all the guts are in here. So just pull that off. And all this is what the bird was eating prior. Like I said, it's been 9 years, folks, so I am rusty. And then just this skin, just go ahead and just peel it off. And there we go. The little breast right here. Now, of course, it needs a rinse, so I'm going to do that afterwards. My water is in the truck, but this is it. Now, once again, this is really the only part of the animal that is food source. The heart is also, this is it. This is the little heart. And I know lighting is a little difficult right now. I need shade because it's just extremely hot, but yeah. And the rest, we'll just leave for a hungry coyote or some ants, and yeah, they'll enjoy that. So once again, remove them. There's not any meat here. You're not going to be eating any dove wings anytime soon. Remove the head, twist it off, and then start plucking it. Pluck the belly as much as you can. And there we go. And you're just going to dig in there. And then you're going to pull up. And there's your breast right there. Here are the rest of the guts. Once again, I'm going to keep the heart. That is edible. Now look how tiny it is. So, it's more of a treat. And yeah, all this, I'm just going to toss it, all the guts, all the intestines. And then you're going to go ahead and remove the skin. So just kind of pull it off. it peels off fairly easily. And here we go. We got 2 dove breasts right here. As you can see, not a ton of meat, so you want a couple of them, and 2 little hearts as well. And so I'm going to go ahead and rinse these off, take them to the truck, rinse them off, and we're going to relax, take a break, and we'll come back at sunset. Well, good morning. I was not able to get out yesterday evening, so here we are the following day, and I'm ready for some breakfast. So as you can tell behind me, I'm getting that fire nice and stoked up so we can have a hot bed of coals. In the meantime, let's go ahead and start preparing our breakfast. So dove, I've only eaten it twice before, and 2 different methods. One was just caveman on a stick, very simple, and the second one was on kebabs, with some onions and bell peppers, stuff like that. The traditional method, at least down here in Texas, the traditional recipe is something like a jalapeno popper. You get the dove breast, you put some cheese, some jalapeno, wrap it in bacon, and then you grill it. And so that's what we're going to do today. I've never done that before, so I did bring, of course, my rinsed out dove breasts, bacon, pepper jack cheese, and jalapeños. So let's go ahead and start preparing our food. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to take this dove breast and remove the breastplate that's inside. That's not edible. That's just bone or cartilage. I can't recall, but it's a hardened material. You want to get rid of that, and you want to keep the whole item together so it's a butterfly, so you can fold it like this. Now, I'll save you the embarrassment of this take because this was just really sloppy. You're going to need a sharp knife, and you're going to have to cut where the shoulder bone is, and be careful not to cut yourself. Let's make small incisions, like so. Do the same on the other side. Also, keep in mind that, we did kill this animal with a bird shot, and so there may be BBs. As you can tell, there's a hole right there, a puncture wound right there when I shot it. So when you're biting this, careful when you're chewing because you don't want to bite into that and chip a tooth. But let me see if I can do it now. Just kind of take this thing off. All right. Somewhat smoother. Probably not, but I mean, it's still somewhat attached, so it'll be good enough like that. And so here is that breastplate. Here's the other one as well. As you can tell, that's not edible at all. So I'm just going to toss this once again, give back to the land, and there's a couple little pieces of meat still left over here that I'd like to kind of remove and place into our popper. And once again, here are the dove breasts deboned, and you want to keep that middle connection, that membrane, because you want to fold it. So you're going to put your meat, your cheese, fold it, and then wrap it with bacon. And my first one actually came out much better than my second. My second one's quite embarrassing, but it's still technically holding on. So, well, improvise. Even if you did separate it, you just fold it in together. And now let's prepare the rest of the stuff. This guy, put this guy. So here's our first one. Now we have more bacon than we have dove meat, so no need to be sparing with it. So I did use 2 slices, one going up and down, one going across, and then of course I did put some toothpicks so that way it's not unraveling as it cooks. Now this other one, this smaller one, it's a smaller piece of meat, so I almost forgot. I still have the little hearts and all that, so I'm going to just try to squeeze all that in there, the heart and the extra meat that I ripped off. And so let's get another slice of bacon. So one went across, and then one up and down. And that way you're encasing it. It's like a mummy, mummy wrapped in meat. pretty metal right there. And then, once again, some toothpicks. Make sure that nothing's coming out. And one more thing before we proceed is, even though we already have the toothpicks, one thing I hate is when you're churning it and it's hot, and so it's difficult to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these skewers, and I'm going to skewer them. Now, if you only use one, they're going to roll like that, and so it's hard to rotate them evenly. So I'm going to do this, then another skewer. See, when you use two of them, they're stuck in place. As such, so I can pick it up, move it across, turn it around. So first things first, we have some green chili seasoning blend. Now this is not going to need a lot of salt because of the bacon already contains a lot of fat and sodium, so we don't need to put a lot of salt on there. Next is one bold cat. And rub in brine campfire. Oh yeah. And so there we go. We have our bacon-wrapped dove breasts on the grill, and now we wait. I'm pretty excited. Now, we are dealing with wild game, and we are also cooking pork alongside it, so don't be in a rush and get sick. So take your time. I'm going to let this cook for about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how I'm feeling, how it's looking. But yeah, don't be in a rush because you don't want to risk getting any kind of illness. So once again, we're not in a hurry. We're enjoying this beautiful morning out here, very cloudy. We got some beautiful rain last night, and so it's nice and cool. It's not as cooking as it was yesterday. So yeah, let this thing slow cook, and it's going to get that smoky flavor. I'm excited. Look at that. Slice this one. Oh yeah. And moment of truth, time to taste this. I mean, this thing looks delicious already. So let's go ahead and taste that. That is so damn good. Man, this should be in a restaurant. It was really damn good. Oh, and also, big shout out to Thunder Knife and his family. So earlier while I was cooking, a vehicle drove by, and of course it's custom for me to just wave my hand, say hello, and they stopped, the window rolls down, and then the driver's like, hey, I know you from your YouTube channel. So he got off, and he introduced himself. So once again, that was Thunder Knife and his family. They were just out in this area, and just really sweet family, and they were really cool, and they gave me a Dr. Pepper before they left. So thank you so much for that. So perfect for Texas barbecue style food. So cheers, folks, and cheers Thunder Knife and his family. Oh, that hits the spot. And then once again, breakfast time. Very spicy. Very spicy. I could tell just by looking at that jalapeno that it was going to be an aggressive one, and that's why I brought it, because it just looked really good. And yeah, I'm not burning I'm not suffering, but it's real got a really good kick to it. And the Dove, for those who are wondering, at least in my opinion, it has the consistency of chicken, but it tastes more like beef, if that makes sense. Let me know, for those of you who've eaten Dove, how can you explain it to someone how it tastes? Because for me, it doesn't taste like chicken, but maybe it could be because I mixed it with all these other ingredients and spices, so maybe the flavor's lost in there. But to me, even prior moments that I've eaten Dove before in the years past, there's a beef flavor to it, but really good stuff. Well, everyone, that is about it for me. I've already covered up the fire, I finished my breakfast, and I gotta say, that was hands down the best wild game that I've had this year. I mean, I can't believe that I've been missing out on this Texas tradition of bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers, because they were great. Like I've said, I've had them before, but it was very bare bones, so they were just fine. But yeah, this is a game changer for me, easily. Now, as you saw earlier, the Dove breasts themselves, it's not a lot of meat. If I was realistically living off the land, I would have to hunt a lot more than 2 of them. But luckily, we're not in that situation, so I was able to embellish it with the bacon and all that good stuff. So I highly recommend you try this out. As you saw, hunting Dove, it's more patience than anything, and processing them, I mean, I really didn't even need a knife. So it's pretty easy. So I highly recommend trying that out, and this recipe. And with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or if you hunt Dove, because I'm somewhat of a rookie at that. Let me know what's a better recipe that you would recommend. Big thank you to Thunder Knife and his family and all you viewers for joining me on this adventure. And I'll see you guys next week with another video. Now go outside and get your boots dirty.